What's up everyone, welcome to this video. My name is Arman and in this one we will be doing using Pandas to create a pointing system to rank who is the best NBA player. Now let's get into it. Alright, so how are we going to create a pointing system? So I have this CSV file I'm going to show you all right now. There you go. As you can see, in this player info CSV file, we have different number of players, salaries, and teams, and then we have their stats. So the objective of this video is to create a pointing system that would rank these players based on their performance on the games they played. So I guess will be longevity, points, assist, rebound, steal, block, turnover, and personal foul. So the turnover and personal foul will be a negative point, but the rest will be positive. So how are we going to do this? Well, obviously the first thing we want to do, we want to import the Pandas library. Perfect. And then I want to be able to open this CSV file. And what's called thing player info CSV, and it's not open. I think it's read, and I'm gonna save it as a my data frame is equals to pd.readCSV. Oh, I put it CSXCSV. There you go. All right, let's now take a look at our data frame. So this is our data frame right now that we have created. And what we're gonna do, first thing I'm noticing here is the fact that we don't necessarily have stats for Russell Westbrook, because by the time that I got this database, I actually started myself using Beautiful Soup library. Links below if you want to see how. And but as you all can see, Russell Westbrook was traded, so we don't have necessary stats for Westbrook, John Wall, I'm pretty sure, and yeah, that's about it. So what I want to do, I want to be able to drop these people, right? Oh, I do have Kevin Durant, who was also traded, but he has played one game. Okay, interesting. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna drop this one too, because it's not fair to do any assessment on a player that just got traded. So I'm gonna drop the column, the row 3, 8, and 14. So how should we do that? It's pretty simple. Just df equals df.drop, and then create this, and then we're gonna do column 3, 8, and 14, and then let's get our data frame now. And as you all can see, now we have dropped those. Okay, perfect. Cool. What we're going to do next is I want to basically reset the index, because now we have a new index, and that will be df equals df.reset index, and then drop equals true. What did I do wrong? Oh, I just put E right here. So reset index drop true. That's perfect. And then next, let's just take a look at our data frame. As you all can see, we got the index resetted. And then next I want to add a new column called df dot point, df point, and we're gonna assign it to 0 because we have nothing yet, right? So now we have added a new column called point 0. So basically that's where we're gonna add our points. To just be safe, I always like to make a copy of my data frame so I don't need to go, if I do something and mess up my data frame, to just be safe and don't need to go all the way open my file again stuff. I just like to make a copy, so I'm gonna do something like df copy is equals to df.copy. So this is how you make a copy of your data frame, a deep copy, which means like whatever you do to the df copy will not change. All right, so next thing we want to do is we want to be able to get these numbers and compare them with each other, see who has the highest number of games that they have played. So to do that, one thing you want to keep in mind, and I guess what we can do actually, let's just do that. Let's just see what's the type of each of these elements here. Sometimes they're strings, sometimes when you just import them from CSV file, they might turn to an int if you have saved them an int, I think. So let's just check. So I want to see if what is df dot g. Actually, I guess I shouldn't do this type. Okay, so it's a numpy.float, so which is perfect. So we don't need to worry about it anymore. We don't need to worry about changing the changing it from string to float. But if we had to do that, I just want to show it to you all how would that be possible. So you basically just come here, say dfg equals df.g. When you put actually I need to put this between the quotations, but like there is no difference between dfg in a quotation mark in a bracket than a df.g. Basically they're the same thing. And then I think it should be as type, and then here you will mention what type you want to put it at. So right now it's g is float, we want to keep it at float, but you could turn it to string, int, or whatever you want. Perfect. So next, I want to introduce you all to Lambda function, and I think Lambda function is very, very, very useful when it comes to Python, to Pandas, because you can just define a function that does something very, very quick and doesn't require so many lines of code. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So let's start with the games. So my df points is equal to df dot actually I keep doing this, and this needs to be capital P. So what am I trying to change? I'm trying to change the game, right? So I'm just do game dot apply. And then here we can write our Lambda function. So how are we going to do that? So we're going to just write Lambda x quotation mark. So what does this refer to? So the Lambda x is going to go through all of the rows and look at all of the game numbers. And then we're going to say I want it to the point to be equal to 2 if what's the highest number of game, for example, here? It's probably 60, right? So I want it to be 2 if it's the number of games is more than what? X is bigger than 55. I think that's reasonable. And then I want it to be, and then I can do else. I want a number to be 1. And this is, okay, so if I leave it right here, anyone that has more than 55 games is going to get 2 points. And then anyone that has less than 55, you're going to get 1 point. But I want to add another if statement. So I just do say else is going to be 1 if x is bigger than or equal 50, right? And then you can do an else. The rest of them are going to get 0. So anything below 50 is going to get 0. So we can do the same thing. Or actually, let me just first run this for you so y'all can see it. So as y'all can see, any player that had more than 55 got 2 points, the rest got 1. To just gonna reset everything to 0 again. Alright. So the next thing we want to look at is what? The number of points. And you can always come right here and just do df dot sort values, and then sort everything based on points. I want to be ascending. Ascending equals false. Alright, so as you can see, the highest number of points that we have right here is what? 33, and the top 5 people have above 30 points. So what I can do, I can say if you have above 30, you get 2 points. And then what's an average? 25. If you have above 25, then, or 25 equal to 25, you get 1 point. The rest, we give them a 0. I guess that's kind of fair assessment. I guess if you're a best player in a franchise, you want to at least make 25 points a game. And the next thing is going to be an assist. We can do the same thing with assist. And see, so the top 5, I guess we can just include this one too. Yeah, we can just say 6.4 above, I guess. Or 6.9. 6.9, and then the rest, I don't know, maybe above 5 will be a good number. Well, just 6.8. And then what will be the next one? Will be the blocks or rebounds, TRB, total rebounds. So that was what that means. I guess anything about 8 point. Well, see, the people that have above, there are 3 people that have above 10, so I guess we should give them more credit. So I'm just gonna do anything above 10 is 2 points, and then anything above 7. And then next we're gonna get to I guess steals. Steal. Back out here. Yeah, we have a lot of 1.3s, so I guess we can just say maybe anything above 5.4 and above, or 2. So 1.4 above 2, and then anything above 1. Or anything about 1.3. And then the next will be blocks. We're almost done, just bear with me. I know you can all do this yourself too, and I think maybe it will be kind of good idea to kind of pause this and then do the rest of them yourself and then come back check. But the blocks are what? I guess. Wow, the blocks are terrible for this group of people. So anything above 1 is good for blocks. And then anything above, I guess 0.6. And we want to compare them to each other. We don't want to compare them with the rest of the league. So I know there are some people that have, like Walker Kessler, who is a rookie, has so many blocks, but he has doesn't have the highest salary. But we want to here to compare the franchise players, basically, or like the highest paid player for each franchise, for each club. And then we're gonna do last. Oh, now we're gonna get to turnovers. So let's see how the turnovers are going. Wow, these will have good amount of turnover. So what we're gonna do if you have more than we have, I guess if you have more than 3.2, you're gonna get -2. And then if you have more than 2.7, you're gonna get 0. You're gonna get 1, -1. And negative right there. And the last but not least is going to be our personal foul. And I guess anything above 3.3, I guess anything above 3 is that, and then we can say 2.2. Alright, let's run all of them. And now let's sort our things based on points. Let's see what's happening. Ooh. We got nothing. We got a bunch of -2s and -1s. Oh, so here's what I did not do. You need to add a plus equal right here because you want to add those points to the points that already exist there. So just add another plus equal here. Alright. And then let's just reset it to 0 again. Let's run this. And let's run this. Alright, perfect. The highest scores that we have is 6, and that's Jason Tatum, SGA, and then Luka, we have 5, CJ McCollum, LeBron James, Nikola Jokic, Rudy Gobert, and then Kawhi Leonard. And then we have Gordon Hayward from Charlotte Hornets, who makes the most money there. Although I don't think he's the best player there. And then Curry has only 1 point because I guess he did not play that many games. He only played 38 games. So that's why. But what I can do right now, I can once again reset my index. Well, I can create a new data frame actually. We can call it the new df equals this, and then we can reset it. And then our new data frame will reflect who has the highest points. And then once again, you can always also make a new data frames out of okay, I just want a data frame that only reflects the number of points that they have, who they are, and their salary, and their team maybe. So you can always do that by just doing new df, and then I want it to be the player salary or it can be the player team salary and then points. I need to just put another bracket right here. Alright, and here's our new data frame. So it kind of looks more clean, and it reflects only what we care about. And as you all can see, like if we sort this based on salary, we will see that the highest or dot false. We see the highest paid player, which is Frank Curry, only has 1 point, but it's not fair to him. He didn't play that many games. And then LeBron James is second highest, has 4 points. And the two of our 6 points are Jason Tatum and Shai Alexander, if I'm saying it right. I'm sorry to him. I'm sorry for saying it wrong. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright everyone. Alright everyone, this is all for this video. I hope you all enjoyed this Pandas tutorial. If you liked, please make sure to subscribe and like this video, and leave me any comment if you have any question. I'm gonna leave the code also down below. And as always, yes I am. See you all soon. Peace out.